Ever wondered how to spice up your cocktails with herbs and spices? Welcome to a journey that will take you beyond the ordinary and into the realm of extraordinary cocktail crafting. Today we're exploring the delightful world of herbs and spices and their transformative power when added to your favorite cocktails. Picture this, a simple glass of gin and tonic, transformed into a sensory experience with a sprig of rosemary, or a classic mojito made even more refreshing with the addition of fragrant basil. These are not just garnishes, but key players that elevate your drink from the everyday to the exceptional. The secret lies in the balance of flavors, the pairing of herbs and spices with the right spirit, creating a symphony of taste that dances on your palate. So grab your cocktail shaker, your favorite spirits, and of course your herbs and spices. Stay tuned as we dive into the world of herbs and spices and their magic in the cocktail universe. Using herbs and spices in cocktails is both an art and a science. These natural flavor boosters can transform a good cocktail into a great one, adding depth, complexity, and intrigue. But how do you incorporate them into your drinks? Let's dive in. Firstly, we have muddling. This technique involves crushing herbs or spices to release their flavors. Picture a classic mojito, with its fresh mint leaves muddled right in the glass. The flavor of the mint infuses the entire cocktail, providing a refreshing, cooling undertone that complements the sweetness of the sugar and the tanginess of the lime. Next up, infusion. This method is a bit more subtle and takes longer, but the results can be spectacular. Infusing involves steeping herbs or spices in the spirit for an extended period, allowing the flavors to gradually seep in. Imagine a vodka infused with fresh basil leaves, or gin steeped with rosemary. The resulting spirits carry a hint of the herbs, adding a unique twist to any cocktail they're used in. Lastly, we have syrups. Making syrups with herbs and spices is a fantastic way to incorporate their flavors into cocktails. Think of a simple syrup simmered with cinnamon sticks or cardamom pods. The sweet, spiced syrup can then be mixed into cocktails, adding a sweet and aromatic element that can balance out stronger, more potent flavors. But remember, the key to using herbs and spices is balance. You want their flavors to enhance the cocktail, not overpower it. So start with a light hand and adjust to taste. It's always easier to add more than to take away. With these methods, you can experiment and create your own unique cocktail flavors. It's about being creative, having fun, and finding what works for you. So go ahead, spice up your cocktail game. Now, let's delve into the world of herbs. Herbs have always been a vital ingredient in creating refreshing and flavorful cocktails. Each herb brings its own unique taste profile, adding a whole new dimension to your drink. Let's start with basil. This herb has a robust, peppery flavor with a hint of mint. It pairs wonderfully with citrusy cocktails, like a basil grapefruit gimlet. Imagine sipping on this cocktail on a warm summer day, the basil's freshness cutting through the tangy grapefruit. Next, we have lavender. Known for its floral scent and flavor, lavender adds an elegant touch to cocktails. A lavender Collins, for instance, is a delightful concoction where the lavender's aromatic essence complements the tartness of the lemon. Then there's the fragrant rosemary. This herb, with its pine-like flavor, works wonders in cocktails with a deeper, more robust character. A rosemary maple bourbon sour, for example, is a beautiful blend of the rosemary's earthy flavor with the sweet and smoky notes of bourbon and maple. Cilantro, on the other hand, is a bit of a wild card. Its bold, citrusy flavor can be a great addition to spicy or savory cocktails, like a cilantro-infused spicy margarita. The herb's fresh, zesty notes balance out the heat from the chili, creating a cocktail with a real kick. And of course, we can't talk about herbs in cocktails without mentioning mint. The cool, refreshing flavor of mint is a classic in cocktails like mojitos and mint juleps. But did you know there are different varieties of mint, each with its own specific flavor profile? For example, spearmint, with its sweet flavor, is great for light, fruity cocktails, while peppermint, with its strong, cooling flavor, pairs well with chocolate or coffee-based cocktails. Remember, the key to using herbs is to balance their flavors with the other ingredients in the cocktail. So don't be afraid to experiment and find your perfect herb-infused concoction. Moving on, spices add a punch of flavor to cocktails. Spices have been used in beverages for centuries, and their influence in the cocktail world is no different. They can provide a depth of flavor, a hint of heat, or a touch of comfort. Let's explore some of the most popular spices used in cocktails. Cardamom, for instance, is a spice that is often used in cocktails for its distinctive aroma and flavor. It has a complex flavor profile that is simultaneously sweet, spicy, and citrusy. It's a wonderful addition to cocktails with gin or vodka, where it can add a hint of warmth and a unique depth of flavor. Cinnamon is another spice that is widely used in cocktails. It offers a warm, sweet, and slightly woody flavor that's perfect for fall and winter cocktails. It pairs well with dark spirits like rum and bourbon and can add a comforting touch to your beverages. Coriander, on the other hand, is a spice that provides a slight citrusy flavor with a touch of sweetness. It's often used in cocktails with tequila or mezcal, where it can balance out the smokiness and add a hint of freshness. And then there's ginger. This spice is known for its warm, spicy flavor and its ability to add a kick to cocktails. Its distinctive taste pairs well with a wide range of spirits, from vodka and rum to whiskey and tequila. It's a versatile spice that can add a punch of flavor to any cocktail. But how do these spices find their way into our glasses? They can be muddled directly into the drink, infused into the spirit, or even incorporated into a syrup. The method you choose will depend on the cocktail you're making and the flavor profile you're aiming for. Spices can add a warm, exotic touch to your cocktails, making them even more exciting. So next time you're mixing up a drink, don't be afraid to spice things up a bit. Pairing the right herb or spice with the right spirit is crucial. It's like a dance, each partner enhancing and complementing the other's moves, creating a harmonious and tantalizing taste experience. Let's start with gin. Gin, with its botanical notes, pairs wonderfully with herbs. The classic example, of course, is a gin and tonic with a sprig of fresh mint or a slice of cucumber. But don't limit yourself. Try muddling fresh basil leaves in your gin cocktail for a refreshing twist, or add a sprig of rosemary to bring out the piney notes inherent in the spirit. Now, consider the warmth and richness of whiskey. Here, spices tend to shine. A cinnamon stick in your next whiskey sour not only adds visual appeal, but also infuses the drink with a comforting, spicy warmth. Likewise, a touch of ginger can enhance the complexity of whiskey, adding a spicy, sweet note that pairs perfectly with the spirit's inherent richness. And let's not forget about rum. The natural sweetness of this spirit makes it a perfect partner for both herbs and spices. Try adding fresh cilantro or coriander to a rum-based cocktail for a surprising burst of flavor. Spices like cardamom and clove can also be used to enhance rum's inherent sweetness and add an exotic touch to your cocktail. And finally, vodka. Vodka's neutral flavor makes it a blank canvas for herbs and spices. Infuse your vodka with lavender for a floral twist on a martini, or add fresh mint leaves to a vodka lemonade for a refreshing summer drink. Ultimately, the key to successful pairing is experimentation. Don't be afraid to try new combinations and see what works. You might just stumble upon your new favorite cocktail, but remember, pairing is all about complementing and enhancing the flavors of the spirit. So don't overpower your drink with too many flavors. Choose one or two key herbs or spices and let them shine. After all, it's a dance, not a competition. Herbs and spices can truly elevate your cocktail game. We've journeyed through the aromatic world of basil, lavender, rosemary, cardamom, cinnamon, cilantro, coriander, ginger, and mint. Each herb and spice, with their unique flavor profiles, can transform a simple drink into a delightful concoction. We've explored the different methods of incorporating these flavors into your beverages, such as muddling, infusing, or making syrups. With these techniques, you can create a myriad of combinations to suit your palate. And let's not forget the art of pairing these botanicals with various spirits, a key step in crafting your perfect cocktail. Remember, there are no hard and fast rules when it comes to mixology. It's all about experimentation and finding the perfect balance between flavors. So next time you're mixing a cocktail, don't be afraid to experiment with herbs and spices. Cheers to your next flavorful cocktail creation.